Hello, everyone. This is Empress Pamela. Welcome to this edition of Nuggets of Wisdom. So, I am recording this in January 2025. Over the last week or so, I've gathered some old journals that I have not yet converted into a document. Um, but that I guess, recently within the last 4 years, have written, experienced. So I found this nugget of wisdom back in, it was written or taken July 26th, let me see, July 26, 2020. So I think back in the day, I used to write on a platform. Maybe it was Medium, I want to say. If that was a writing platform or a blog type of thing or whatever. I did some writing on, I want to say it was Medium, but I also started following this gentleman. His name is Tim Denning. And I don't remember what originally drew me to him. I think he was like Australian and maybe a recovering addict, and he's an author, a writer, something like that. But this particular, whether it was a webinar or a course, um, the name of this course is 13 Ways to Change Your Life. So I came across these notes and I thought, oh, this would be great content for my Nuggets of Wisdom playlist. So this is from Tim Denning, 13 Ways to Change Your Life. Number 1, let it all fall apart. Okay. I think it was, so my interpretation of that 4 years later, almost 5 years later, let it all fall apart is just like when you're in that tower moment, surrender to what is. It's all happening for you, not to you. So there's a reason why things happen, change happens. Let it all fall apart. Number 1. Number 2, take a shit job. That's his words. Take a shit job. So, yeah, I've done that quite a few times in my life. I don't know what the sentiment was for that. Maybe you can look up 13 Ways to Change Your Life, Tim Denning, and find out what his intent was. But I know my experience in taking a shit job. So we can grow as a person, maybe grow in gratitude for the good jobs we've had. Maybe what we thought was a shit job is not really a shit job. Maybe we grow to appreciate hard work. We challenge ourselves, our persistence, our resilience sometimes gets challenged in having to do a shit job or something that's less than favorable. I know recently I started doing gig work as a delivery driver, and actually people may say, oh, that's a shit job, but actually get paid pretty well. I do see value in it, in helping people who perhaps are unable to go out. They don't have a means of transportation, or maybe they're ill or recovering from some sort of health issue, or they're a young mother and needs something for their baby. It's an emergency. They can't get out, something like that. So I've put my own value in the importance of what perhaps people may have thought was a shit job, which really isn't a shit job. So that was number 2. Number 3, scare yourself with social media. So for this one, I have some notes. Scare yourself with social media. I want to say even before I read this. I have since 2024, I am no longer active on Facebook, and within the last couple weeks, I deleted my app for Instagram, so I'm no longer active on Instagram at this point. I may go back to it. Some other things I just kind of deleted out of my phone apps because I want to make a couple of changes. I want to focus more on my goals at hand. I want to save money. I want to not be coddling myself or making myself feel better in down times with retail therapy, which doesn't help pay the bills. It actually creates more bills. So I want to kind of get a hold on my own addictions. So I've stepped away from social media. I'm active on YouTube because this is where I feel I can be the most creative and authentic and truthful. But anyway, let's see what my notes are for number 3. Scare yourself with social media. Learning to hit publish and walk away from the computer straight after became a powerful little habit. Yeah, like for my YouTube channel, you'll notice that I do not edit my videos. You see all my flaws and hiccups and happy little accidents. So part of the reason why I don't edit is because I do think that mistakes are meant to happen, but also I'm pretty freaking lazy and I don't want to learn how to do it. Maybe that's the more truthful answer. Let's see, scare yourself with social media. Voicing your opinion is a step toward freedom. Yeah, stepping into your truth and authenticity. Standing behind your opinions, your thoughts, your beliefs. Definite freedom. When you step out from the dark and into the light, everything changes. Yep. Humans can relate to other humans through stories. Those relationships change the direction of your life. Humans can relate to other humans through stories. Those relationships change the direction of your life. That's kind of where I wanted, part of my intent for creating my own channel was for sharing my stories and things that I've picked up along the way through my spiritual journey. In sharing it, I'm hoping that I would offer comfort and support to others who may be going through the same things, and so that you don't feel alone. Number 4, 13 ways to change your life. Number 4, say yes when you're not ready. I almost want to say stop making excuses. If you're not 100% there and you're kind of leaning towards yes, why not take the leap like the fool and say yes when you're not ready? The part of it is like personal growth and challenging yourself and expanding might deepen the experience. Number 5, take hurt and turn it into unconventional motivation. What comes to mind is like, I'll show them. If they don't believe me, I'll show them. Yeah. Yeah, it's like when someone is, don't let them make you feel less than, right? If they do try to take you down a notch, turn it into something where you rise above and, in a way, show them, but more importantly, show yourself that you can overcome something. So number 5 was take hurt and turn it into unconventional motivation. Number 6, do the unthinkable. What comes to mind? Things that would surprise people even who know you your whole life. Maybe. I think stepping into your who you truly are might surprise others, especially if you're wearing a mask to be approved by others or to fall in line with what's expected. I don't know. But the sixth way to change your life is do the unthinkable. Give when you have nothing, so you will give when you have something. Wow. Hmm. Some recent experience I've had is so, like I said, I tried to rein in some of my spending along with some toxic social media stuff, but I've been trying to sell stuff on Poshmark for a long time, and there's some items that I kept seeing, and I just got wore down by not relisting. What is it? Where you have to kind of share it every day in order to get exposure, and that just kind of got draining. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna stop doing it, and I'm gonna donate items that make sense. There's a women's shelter in Raleigh that I've donated over the last couple of years, and I had separated. So in my closet, I had men's and women's clothing, and I did this right before 2025, the last week of December. I called up and I brought it in, and I said, "Oh, I have men." She goes, "Oh, we take men's too." I go, "Oh yeah." She goes, "Our LGBTQ plus community also enjoy men's clothing." And I thought, oh, I'm so silly. I didn't even think of that. But I was so glad to give items that I was trying to sell because I need the money. The point being, I need the money, but there's also people who don't have anything, they have less than me. And it made me feel good to know that the items that were worth selling, in my opinion, there's some of them were brand new with tag, whatever, hardly worn, were going to people who had less than me, and it made me feel good. So, number six, do the unthinkable. Give when you have nothing. Pretty much, I have nothing, right? So you will give when you have something. So when I hit the lottery or hit a point in my life where I'm financially stable and abundant and prosperous, giving or starting a program for the less fortunate or the other people that are struggling makes more sense and is much easier to do, I guess. Number seven, give it all away for free. Wow. Okay. Well, that sounds like my previous story, but what comes to mind is in me sharing my stories and nuggets of wisdom from coursework that I've taken. I'm basically giving it all away for free. There was a period of time back last year where I said, you know what? I'm going to have this playlist called Nuggets of Wisdom. And when I build up my channel and become monetized and can have memberships and all that crap, I'll share my nuggets of wisdom to my members. And I thought, and that's where the mindset was more 3D and trying to be motivated by money. And it just doesn't work for me. I thought more recently, nuggets of wisdom can be shared with everyone because some people can't afford all that stuff. And I was getting frustrated that being challenged in reaching the watched hours on my channel. So I have, at the time of recording this, I have 1,500 subscribers, but the performance of my channel is really not that great, even though I create a lot of videos and content. And I'm kind of frustrated with that, but I don't want to, that's not the focus, is to make money. I feel like that taints the focus on profitability and making money, taints the original objective of this channel, which is to help everyone ascend to love, unconditional love for self and others. Heal. My focus is to help you heal, help me heal, and that's the focus. It's not to make money, quote unquote. That would only be a benefit and a blessing from the divine, right? And the divine decides when the timing is right for that. So I leave it up to God to decide when that's going to happen, basically. And I feel like that takes the pressure off, and that allows me to be authentic. So number 8, the 8th way to change your life is to eat for energy and vitality. This is a big one for me personally, who has struggled my whole life with food addiction. Eat for energy and vitality. And I would say, and health, overall health. Like I said, having a food addiction, among other addictions, has hindered my health. I've had cancer. I've been morbidly obese. I've struggled up and down. I've tried different lifestyles, eating plans, you name it. Over my course of my life, I've done Weight Watchers at least twice, Diet Center at least twice. What was that one? Nutra something. I can't even think of it. Oh my gosh. Another one where it was really expensive. Keto. And I explained in some of my keto videos that I really enjoyed that, but it's not sustainable over too long of a period. But there's definite benefits to that. But yeah, eating for energy and vitality, I think learning to listen to your body. Lifestyles like keto really help you learn what your body needs just by listening to your body. Very important. Okay, number 9. The 9th way to change your life. Write your thoughts down. Yes, journaling. Look at, I've got all these nuggets that were written years ago. Be aware of what you tell yourself. I'm also recording affirmations that I've written down, prayers that I've written down, and I'm sharing these affirmations with you all because keeping positive thoughts is important to keep your vibration high. Write your thoughts down. I have a whole series, Healing Through Writing. Check that out. Check that playlist out. Yeah, that's been a really good source for healing. Writing, journaling, doing prompts every day, answering questions, exploring things that maybe we've hidden, we've masked, we've buried deep in our soul because the pain is so difficult. But in order to grow and heal, we have to kind of dig up that and face it and then move on, heal. The 10th way to change your life. He wrote, a small trampoline. Rid your body of toxins. Yeah, so movement, his example, he offered up the small trampoline. I forgot. I think it's called a rebounder, maybe. So body movement to rid your body of toxins, to sweat out the toxins and release toxins through exercise. I think that's what he was getting at. The 11th way to change your life. Treat work contacts like friends. Might not be the right person to ask about that, especially if you've been burned by coworkers, and becoming too close or divulging too much personal information and not realizing the need for boundaries for some people. However, one of my closest friends, one of my only friends, is a person that I met at work, a coworker. And there's a 20-year difference between us, but we've been friends for over 10 years, and it's been amazing. So I would say be selective, use your discernment when transforming work relationships into deeper relationships. Listen to your intuition, have boundaries where needed, but also be open when it makes sense. Yeah. Tread lightly on that one. Number 12. The 12th way to change your life. Watch videos of kindness. Propels you towards success. Watch videos of kindness. Something that comes to mind is Steve Hartman, who's a reporter on CBS Sunday Morning, always has beautiful human stories. 9 times out of 10, I end up crying with the message and the sentiment of his videos on kindness, humanity, the good news stories. I think he and his children started some kind of kindness project that they offer for schools. Steve Hartman, look into that. And you may see some really good stories from him about kindness. The 13th way to change your life, according to Tim Denning, chase moments that send chills down your spine. Chase moments that send chills down your spine. Passion, love, replicate daily. Chase moments that send chills down your spine. Passion, love, replicate daily. My focus obviously hasn't been passion and love in the last couple of years, but although I'm focused more on divine love, let's say. Chase moments that send chills down your spine. Maybe that's something that's lacking in me. Maybe I need to change that. I need to focus more on those moments that ignite my passion and love. I think in reviewing the journals from a couple years ago, it does send chills down my spine when I realize how many courses and spiritual leaders or just personal growth experts and coaches I've been open to their messages, and I wrote down their tips, their focus, and it really has, I've incorporated some of these things in my life without kind of maybe really knowing it, but maybe under the surface it's always, I've taken it in. Let's just say I've absorbed it. Dare I say I've alchemized some stuff. Yeah. Anyway, that concludes this presentation of Tim Denning's 13 Ways to Change Your Life. Really fun reading it over, sharing some thoughts with you. Please subscribe to my channel. If you are on your own healing journey, start your own channel. I'm here to support you. It has really contributed to so much growth and expansion and self-love. Like I watch back my videos and I listen to it as like an audience member, and I go, she's pretty funny. I like her. I want to be friends with her. And that's like having a new perspective on who you are and how you carry yourself in the world may make you fall in love with yourself. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. I'll see you in the next one.